when you say, you know what, now I'm going to go ahead and go left, he's still right there. You know, some of us, when we grow from children into adulthood, we are aware more, we realize more, and we come to this realization of some sort that I ain't got to put up with that. But God is willing to still put up. In the flesh, we can make up our minds that we're not going to deal with nothing. We're not going to do it. We're going to just cut everything off. But God is consistent. He's the same today, yesterday, and forevermore. He will never give up on you. He will never throw in the towel on you. He will be right there, just waiting on you. So we thank you, God, for being being so faithful and being so intentional. We're moving now. Let's clap our hands and give him one more. God bless you. Hallelujah. Amen. We bring you greetings. Grace Cathedal Church of Houston. Our pastor, Charles H. Taylor. We love you, Pastor. Amen. Come on, make some noise. Y'all can do better than that. Yeah, this is our shepherd. This is our leader. Come on, make some noise all over the room. I think you ought to be standing for the man of God. That's just me. Come on, stand all over this building and give God a hand clap of praise of our shepherd, our leader, our example, the one who feeds us every week, 2-3 times a week, who sees about you and your family. We thank God for you, Pastor. Amen. Now at this time, we're going to go ahead and welcome each other while you're standing. So you're standing. Go ahead and go around and welcome one another. And make sure you let them know that they are blessed, all right? So you're going to say, hey, how you doing? But you're going to say, you're blessed, all right? Go ahead and go greet everybody. Amen. Oh, everybody say blessed. That's it. Say blessed. Yeah, say blessed. Oh, say blessed. Here we go. Say I'm blessed. Say you're blessed. Say everybody's blessed. Everybody up in the building. Hey, we're blessed. That's it. We're blessed in the field. We're blessed when we come and when we go.
I can only do one foot with that one. I can't do both. I can do that one. And be on beat with you. One. That's all I can do. Good morning, Grace. Yes. Y'all give a hand clap for our praise and worship team and musicians. Oh, man, it had us on fire. I didn't know if I was going to make it up here. Good morning, Grace members. Good morning, Grace friends. And good morning, Grace online. I brought my phone up here because I always say this, but we got 2 shares. I need y'all to pull out your phones, and I need y'all to go to Grace. If you Facebook, that means you following Grace. I don't normally do this, Pastor. Give me one moment. I'm gonna get to the announcements. Pull out your phones. Go to Grace members. You're gonna see the broadcast, and it says on here, welcome. Please share this broadcast. It don't say just look at it. It don't say just scroll past it. It says share, because I'm telling you, somewhere need this message. Somebody else out there needs to feel it too. We're not the only ones in grace feeling something. All right? We're not. So we need to make sure and share this to everybody else. All right? Okay, I got to get serious on that one. I looked and saw that too, and this is too powerful. Grace is powerful every Sunday, but we need to share it. It's too powerful not to share it. We cannot be sitting in here praising and Christian and doing everything, and we're not sharing this to anybody else. We cannot. We cannot. So I'll just click my share. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to get that for a minute. All right, and it says share now. So when I go back, Felicia, we go back and look at these numbers. Should be higher, right? All right, it got higher? All right, thank y'all so much. I'm not fussing. I'm just passionate. But thank y'all very much. All right, good morning. Oh, yes, so we were rocking our team jerseys. Oh, let's see what we got out there. We got them Texans, Houston Texans. We got some Houston Astros in the building. I'm going to say, look, I'm looking over a certain. So what else we got out there, y'all? We got that. I'm married into this Saint fan back there. I'm married into this Saint fan. Who else we got? Houston Oilers, who started this. Yes, Texans. Who else we got? Okay. Who else we got, y'all? Who else? Oh, got some Eagles. Got some Eagles. Who else we got, y'all? What is it? Oh, Lakers. We got Texas Astros. Who else we got, y'all? What? I guess I'll go ahead, give it some prop. Because our leader loves this team. We got them Dallas Cowboys. Thank you. All right, y'all, that's just how much fun we have at Grace. You guys are missing it. Be here to share this fun. Thank y'all so much for that. All right, on to our announcements. Now I made myself out of breath. Prayer line. The women pray from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. and the men at 8:30 a.m. to 8:55. Thank y'all so much for the prayer line. Sunday school is every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. in person only. Excuse me. Men's ministry meeting every first and third Monday. First and third Monday at 7 p.m. That is via phone conference. Every second Monday, the deacons meet at 7 p.m. via phone conference. Every fourth Monday, the women meet at 7 p.m. in the back sanctuary. Bible studies every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Every Thursday night, we have our Bible book study led by Elder Edmondson. Study class at 6 p.m. via phone conference. There has been a change, you guys, so make note of this change, to our youth classes during service. There's a change for our youth classes during service. The age range is from 3 to 15. Also, every second Sunday, this is very important, so make note of this. Every second Sunday, the youth will sing. Oh, I saw the babies, they sing. Oh, I love it. Yeah, give a hand clap for our babies singing. I know they're not in here, but still. Yeah, rehearsals always the Wednesday before the second Sunday. The Wednesday before the second Sunday, so please bring out your youth. Our young women's ministry will meet today right after church. Also, the young women are collecting undergarments, underwear for women and children to donate to the Gracewood facility that helps single mothers. Hand claps for that. Thank you all for that. Thank you, Young Women's Ministry, for that. We're asking for the items or monetary donations. You may see Elder Forrest or Sister Taylor. Save the date. Here we go. Hand clap. August 19th, you guys. Guess what? We'll be hosting our girl conference. Yes, hand clap for that. Yes, looking forward to that. More info to come on that one. Our senior ministry, if y'all don't know, they're called the, I'm a we. Yeah, I'm part of that part. So we are called the Pace Setters. And we meet every first and third Wednesday at noon. So this Wednesday they will be meeting, okay? Wednesday at noon. They also we're going to still be traveling. I think we're still taking. They're still taking for sign up for the travel. We're going to Brenham for lunch, and to the Bluebell Creameries on August 7th. That will be my cheat date on my diet. This bus will leave at 9:30 a.m. and return at 3:30 p.m. If you are 50 and up, you are a pace setter. Come join us. Hand clap for our pace setters. And you're going to be seeing Sister Gaston. Wave your hand, Sister Gaston. There she is, looking beautiful. To get on that list. All right. Every third Saturday, the couples ministry meet at 5 p.m. Woo! Ministry. And I love this part. Y'all know you get free food, games, real talk. But we invite all the couples. Y'all know I love this part. The married ones, the dating ones, the not so sure ones, the complicated ones. But your best friends, however you want to call it, you're a couple, come on out. Third Saturday at 5 p.m. And last but not least, y'all got to give a hand clap because it is the week for our Vacation Bible School. And we know that Sister Regina and Sister Felicia got some things up their sleeves for this week. It is called the Champions in Life for our Vacation Bible School, starting this week, starting tomorrow, actually, Tuesday. So last but not least, for any questions or concerns, please contact the office at 713-633-3371 or via email at gracecathedralc@aol.com. Ooh, look at that, y'all. 16 shares. Thank y'all so much.
Good morning, Grace. Good morning, Grace. I need y'all to stay excited. We got a whole week of activities, okay? So today is the kickoff, and we have a special, well, he's not really a guest, but he's a guest, okay? So he is going to give us a little weekly overview of what a champion is, and then we got a little pep rally, some participation. Y'all know we've been doing participation lately. So we got some participation for y'all after that. So we can get none other than Pastor Devon Johnson to come up here.
What is happening over here? I love it. Y'all are turned up today. I love it. The year is 2000. A young man by the name of Kobe Bryant, along with Shaquille O'Neal, playing for the 17-time champion Los Angeles Lakers. Just want to remind everybody in the room. We're in the finals against the Indiana Pacers. Kobe and Shaq were doing all that they could to win. Around the fourth quarter, Shaq ends up fouling out. The camera begins to pan around the stadium, and all the Laker fans are despondent. They're afraid. They're scared. The biggest man on the court has to sit the bench. But then the camera goes to the huddle, and the team was oddly confident, peaceful. They broke, and as they're walking away, Kobe Bryant begins to laugh. He then goes on to play the remainder of the fourth quarter and brings the Lakers the win. 20 years later, Kobe Bryant passes away, and they do a small documentary, and the interviewer pulls a guy named Derek Fisher and begins to ask him about that moment. He asked him, what made you guys so confident that you were going to win after Shaq went down? They said, well, we knew that Kobe was able to do it. And he said, how? He had never won a championship. He was young. And Derek Fisher said, we saw him in practice, and we watched him be the first one in and the last one out. We saw him play through injuries. We saw him practice harder, train harder than anybody else on the team. He said, people think that Kobe became a champion after he won, but Kobe became a champion in private. And Derek uses this phrase. It says, champions are made in private, but are revealed in public. He said, we had our hope in Kobe. Isaiah 40:31 said, those who hope in the Lord shall renew their strength. The strength comes from the hope. The idea that the hope is what I need for the strength lends itself to the story of David, that before he got to Goliath, that was his game for a moment. There were some private battles. In fact, David said that I fought some lions, and I fought some bears, and I've seen the Lord work on my behalf. So when it was time for David to do what he was called to do, his hope was not in his own strength, but in what the Lord had delivered him from. As we get ready to talk about champions for Vacation Bible School, I want to remind someone that your private struggles prepare you for public victory. that you serve a God that even when you foul out, because you've seen him do things in private, you can trust him in public. And it's funny because the private battles are the things you never hear about. You never hear about the fight. It's the stuff you can't talk about that God delivered you from. It's the things you did that you swear if it ever got out, you would never be able to come back to church, but God. Addictions that some of us have struggled with for decades, and God still delivered us. You see, the real story wasn't about Kobe, and it really wasn't even about Shaq or Derek Fisher, not Phil Jackson, Jeannie Buss, or Jerry Buss. The real story was about a young man by the name of DJ Mbenga. This man was sitting at the end of the bench, the 15th player. He played a total of 7 minutes that season. Never set foot in the finals. And somehow, at the end of the finals, when they were hosting the trophy up, DJ Mbenga got his ring. It's funny how you can win in victory and never have to get into the battle. With the few minutes I have left, I want to just talk a little bit about Mbenga. He was a young man from Africa. He was a refugee. Found himself trying to escape persecution. And a random man, when he escaped for asylum in Europe, saw him and said, "Have you ever played basketball?" And he said, "No." He said, "Come with me." Patience to do what God has called you to do, but for if DJ Mbenga had been wearing any other jersey, he would have been a loser. But because he had the right jersey with the right name, he got his victory. And I'm telling you that you could serve any other God, but you'd be a loser. Because Buddha did not win the grave.
Well, if you had any doubts on today, you should know that you are a champion because you got the right jersey on. My God, my God, my God. Cool off. I don't know what the word is, so we got to save some of our energy for that too. So y'all cool off just a little bit, okay? But if you can't hold it, I can't tell you to stop, you know. I think the church makes a circle in the hallway, so if you got to go run a lap, that's on you. Let God have his way in your life. All right, so VBS is this week. Who's excited about Vacation Bible School? There's a chant, and I think I got it right. I've been out of high school a long time, so I'm not really sure. But it says, we got spirit. Yes, we do. We got spirit. How about, oh, okay, y'all know it. Okay, good. So we got this side of the church, and we got this side of the church, okay? So we got black side, and we got Bolden side. Okay, so we're going to see who's going to be louder. So we're going to practice. We're going to practice first. We're going to practice. Y'all get on up, get your cardio in, get your steps in. Y'all get up. So we're going to practice, and we're going to do it all. Pastor, get up. We're going to practice all together. Come on, get up. Let me tell y'all how he be doing me during the week. He be talking about you need to get your steps in. So, we get our steps in. All right, y'all ready? Everybody gonna do it all together at one time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. We got... Patrick Haynes. Woo! Grades 1 through 3, we do have a guest couple. Y'all seen them up here singing with us before. That's Minister. I don't know how this happened, but pre-K and kindergarten is none other than me. I don't know. Y'all pray now. All right, so we have Tasha's shirt right here, Tasha's shirt right here. So, okay, y'all ready? Y'all throwing them at the same time? Oh, look, they getting together over here. They want these shirts, baby. Y'all ready? Okay, on your mark. Okay, the first toss, okay? 1, 2, ready, go. Boy, Pastor, you got some leapers in here. They was leaping for joy. Okay, y'all, I'm so glad that you guys are excited about Vacation Bible School. Please remember that Vacation Bible School starts on Tuesday. Tuesday. It starts on Tuesday at 6:30. We are going to do our march around, so make sure you are here a little bit early so you can get in line so we can do our Father Abraham. Again, Pastor, thank you so much. Now, you know you done messed up. You're probably going to get put on program and do a sermon one Sunday. I don't know, but you know. But thank you again, Pastor, for letting us do our presentation. I'm done. You're next.
It's a bad thing to get set up at your own house. I say it's a bad thing to get set up at your own house. I feel like I've been set up, but it's okay because I'm still a boss. Wonderful job, young man. Wonderful job. I usually do things a different way, but I'm not going to do it the way I usually do it. I don't want to go this way and then this way and this way. I want to kind of keep going forward. Let's pray for Sister Jackson. She had a family emergency this morning. She had to leave Sunday school, Sunday morning class. Let's pray for her. And allow me to say this before I get started. If you are missing Sunday morning class because some kind of way you think it's Sunday school, you are missing a treat. Our ministers and our teachers they're not teaching just regular Sunday class stuff. They're digging deep into the Word, and we thank God for them and all they're doing, and for what they're doing, because I'm enjoying every last bit of it. And they seem like they are rehearsing to be a great part, and we thank God for them. I'm not going to prolong the time. I'm gonna give my little 15-minute speech, and then I'm gonna get out the way. And then we'll have prayer, and then we'll have our offering. And we'll do that. We'll do that at the end. So I'm gonna give my little 15-minute speech, and I'll be out your way. Uh, for the next amount of time that God has for me to to study this and to talk about this, sometimes you can get um, uh, so much valuable information from people who you really don't expect to receive valuable information, and they can give you so much valuable information that until God just seems to blow your mind with the information that they give you. And they give you information not knowing they give you information, but they give you information anyway. Our scripture I'm going to be coming from the 1 Corinthians chapter number 15. And I want to kind of illustrate, and I don't know about you, but I'm excited about Vacation Bible School. Hope you are. Hope you come out and hope it be well attended. Hope you invite somebody to come. I want to talk about the grace of God. I know that word grace is so big, it's almost like life. It's almost like love. It's just such a great big word until sometimes we want to talk about it in one setting, and there's nowhere in the world you can talk about the grace of God in one setting. But because His grace is so evident toward us, and even when we don't know we're receiving His grace, we are still receiving His grace, and His grace is sufficient. It's sufficient for us. First Corinthians chapter 15. I'm gonna read one verse, and then I'm gonna let you see some slides from where God has brought us from. And I know you think some of y'all haven't been here long enough to know the struggle. Y'all think we've been here all the time. Y'all think we had all this going on all the time. But can I tell you, we haven't had all this done all the time. It was because of the grace of God as to where we are right now. Verse number 10 says, "But by the grace of God, I am that I am. And His grace, which was bestowed upon me, was not in vain. But I labored more abundantly than they all. Yet not I, but the grace of God, which was with me." You may be seated. I want to go to slide number 1. Some of y'all don't know nothing about that. Mama, be quiet. Nobody ain't talking to you. Be quiet. Sit over there. Sit over there and put a gag on your mouth. Some of y'all don't know anything about that. And for you who don't know, some of y'all may have seen it before, but you really don't know anything about it. Can I inform you? That's where grace started from. I know y'all think we've been here at 9410 Mesa all our days, but we have not. Mama, y'all got some tape y'all want to put over our mouth. That's where we started from. We didn't have no Hammond B3. We didn't have drums and guitars and keyboard. All we had was just our lips. I wasn't there then. Praise the Lord for that. But that's where we started from. Just give me slide number 2 right quickly. No, you don't. You think you do, but you don't. You think you do, but you don't. Nobody can tell you about that place, but Ruby Dawes Charles can tell you about that place. how I used to come to church in the rain, and had the rain raining down through the ceiling. That was on Green River. That's where they moved from when they got out the house. They moved on Green River Drive, and they thought they were doing something there. They left a house and then got to a church, got to a building, and didn't know the building they got to. Hey, when it rained on them. Some of y'all may have been young, y'all may have been there. Some of y'all, but the adults, they had to feel the blunt of the rain. So they felt like that when they moved from the house to here, it was full of God's grace. It was only God's grace that allowed them to move from a house to here, and they were satisfied, and they thought they were going to be there. But God had other plans. Give me slide number 3 right quickly. See, now we remember. Now we remember that. Can I tell you, you're sitting in the front yard of this church right here. You were sitting in the front yard. I heard Brother Ivan them telling somebody yesterday how we used to cut grass. Have six or seven lawnmowers I had at one time where we cut the front yard, and then we turned around and bought a riding lawnmower, and we found out that when the riding lawnmower was first bought, everybody wanted to drive on it, but after staying there for a while, we had to find people who wanted to ride on the riding lawnmower, because they were absent. But this building here is the building in the back where we eat and we have Sunday school, and that's where I first got here. That's where I first got here, some 30-something years ago. That's where I first got here when we were there, and we had such exciting times. Or you would feel like when God blessed us to move from there to here, you feel like that it was going to be overflowed. But can I tell you, people left. I don't know if because they couldn't stand a bigger building, but they left. And we came up here and we had plenty of room. Plenty of room. But back there, we were crowded every Sunday. Hey, if you didn't get there by 11 o'clock, you didn't get no seat. Turn around and go back. So God blessed us to build. I'm talking about the grace of God. He blessed us to build another building. And we added on to this building. And this is where we are right now, slide number 4. Now that looks different from the one we just saw, right? And we thought that after we got here, everything was going to be okay. God done blessed us to build another building, a big building. But guess what we found out? We found we were broker here than we was in there. The bills got bigger. The light bill got bigger. Hey, everything was bigger. And we had the same folk that were giving money. But guess what God done? He blessed us to be where we are right now. I know some of y'all don't know it, but I'll let you know. The only thing we owe on this building is the repair of it when Hurricane Harvey came. But as far as the notice concerned, we don't have one of them. The only thing we owe on this building, and guess what we did it on? We did it on that dime that you gave when you were happy. Because, Pastor, I know you never experienced it before, but sometimes when people get married, they quit giving. Don't pastor too long. Can I tell you the truth? Can I tell you the truth? Don't think that everybody, I had a conversation with a young lady this morning. Don't think that everybody that leave the church left God. Child, they left the church. Let's pray for them that they can be saved. No, baby, they didn't leave God. They left you. You talked about them. You downed them. You wouldn't speak to them. So they got tired of you and they left you. They didn't leave God. They left you because they got sick and tired of your junk. So they left you. And some of us here right now, if it wasn't for God's grace, we wouldn't be here. Some of us here on a week by week basis. We threatening to leave every week. just wait for the next thing to happen. But God always has a way, and His grace is sufficient. And no matter how far down we go, it seems like God always has a way to pick us up. Let me tell you something. We are in a moving church. You might not be able to see the hour hand move, but we are in a moving church. No, we're not stuck. No, we're not stuck. No, we're not stuck. No, we're not. No, ma'am. No, sir. No, sir. We're not. Are we rich? No. But God provides. God provides. He provides all the time. I'm just amazed at how he provides. I'm amazed at how he provides before we need. Some of you would never know. Some of you, if I didn't tell you, you would never know. You had a 7.5 ton unit go out last week. Air conditioning went clean out. I called the president of the board, vice president, let them know that it was out, and we were going to replace it. Hello. And without batting an eye, we replaced it. Hello, look at God. We didn't have to have no collection. Hello. It's all because of the grace of God, and all because of the few of you who do what you're supposed to do. But I'm gonna blame me because I feel like that everybody should know. I know you've been shouting a while, and you done jumped around, you done ran around, and you done changed jerseys, and I got spirit, how about you? And I got spirit, what about you? And you talk about how good your spirit is. But I've been threatening to do this. I'm gonna do it now since I got the second message for the day, so I can do it now, and y'all won't worry about it because it's all right, because you already done felt good already, so I ain't got to make you feel good, because you already done felt good. You done shouted, you done danced, you done ran. So you ain't got to jump and run, but I come to realize that there are some people that have never heard me, because I felt like everybody ought to know. And when you got new people come in, they don't know. But you think that everybody ought to know. But because you done taught it so long to the old people, they know, and they do when they get ready to do. Hello. and you feel like the new ones should know. But the word says, and this ain't part of my message today, but in the book of Malachi, I never went there. I didn't go there. But that's the people that don't even know where Malachi is. Because we don't read Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, and Malachi. We don't preach from there. We preach somewhere with something that's going to make you feel good. But how good can you feel broke? You got a car in your driveway that don't run, but you're supposed to feel good. Because you go to church. And they never taught you. All they done was just went over it in passing, and you're supposed to get it. Glad you're here. Glad I ain't got to preach what I wanted to preach. I'm glad you're here. Thank you, Pastor, for giving us the first message for the day. But Malachi tells us what to do. I'll be through 11:30. It tells us what to do. It don't give you no option if you want to. It don't tell you you ought to. It tells you what to do and what God would do based on what you do. See, we think God's going to do for us just because we are who we are. But if you don't keep his commandments, nothing ain't going to happen. Oh, somebody might not. Let me give it to you in your terms. If you don't drink no liquor, you ain't going to get drunk. Looking at the bottle ain't going to get you drunk. You got to drink something to get drunk. Now, if you want what God has for you, you got to do what he say. And I figure out the more you do it, the easier it is to do. Why? Because once you see how he blesses you from knowing what you're supposed to do, you can't help but do what you're supposed to do. You look forward to, I can't wait till I get to church so I can pay my tithes. And guess what? If you're having a hard time with tithes, you ain't growing. If you had a hard time with a dime out of a dollar, what happened when God asked you for 25%? What happened when one Sunday you prayed to God, what should I give? He said, give it all. Let's see what the word says, and then let's see what the word says. We got people here who don't know what the word says. They don't know what it says. First of all, the first word in Malachi 3:10, the first word is bring. Bring. And we have been so automatic now that we don't have to show up to bring it. You can, right the way you are online, you ain't got to show up to bring it if you ain't cut off already. But see, the people here, they can't cut me off like you can. You can change channels. Hello. But he said bring. And then it said bring all of it. All the 10%, bring it. Bring it. All the 10%, bring it. Well, Pastor, should it be off my gross or should it be off my net? How should I bring it? Should it be off the, let me tell you why Uncle Sam gets his money first, because he don't trust you. He know if he don't get his money first, you ain't paying him. You're going to wind up in jail. And people wonder why they're struggling, because they don't do what the word say do. Well, that's in the Old Testament. Yeah, the 23rd Psalms is too. 24th number Psalm is too. Psalm number 37 is too. All that's in the Old Testament. But when it comes to Malachi 3:10, that's the old. That's the old way. You can't handle the new way. You can't handle God what you want. Have you ever asked him what he wanted? And trust him for the rest of it? Oh no, we got to write all the bills out, and when we're so careful, we're gonna put tithes on here too. We're gonna include God in it. That's better than nothing. Okay. It says, I know it's gonna get quiet. I got 5 minutes to go. He said, bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat in my house, and prove me not. Herewith saith the Lord of hosts, if I will not open up the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing that you won't be able to receive. And some people think that this is the truth. This is the heart-ridden God's honest truth. This is what he said that he will do. He said, I will open up the windows and pour you out a blessing you won't have room enough to receive. And guess what? Us that do it, we know it's true. And we don't mind you talking about it because guess what? We know it. But I got to educate those who don't know it. Who still in the Brill cream days. Some of y'all know what the Brill cream day was. That used to be a big commercial and a hair tonic called Brill cream. It was a little dab of do you. This ain't about dabbing. This is about giving God what you're supposed to. If you want from him what he's going to give to you, you got to turn around and give what you're supposed to give to him. He said, I will open up the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing you won't be able to receive. In other words, he said, I got the blessings for you, but I just need you to do what you're supposed to do. Then he says, verse 11, he says, and I will rebuke the devourer. You know, when you get your income tax check in February, did the devourer done got it by April? It's gone. And so bad about it, you don't even know where it is. It's gone. Can I be raw? It's like flushing the toilet. You know, it was there, but now it's gone. And you don't even know where it is, and don't know where to go find it. Yeah. He said, I will rebuke the devourer for your sakes, and he shall not destroy the fruits of your ground, neither shall your vine cast her fruit before time is in the field. Do you know sometimes we have stuff and we buy it before time? We have it and we invest it before time. I've done it. Invested before time. Thought I had the thing going on. Didn't pray about it. Didn't ask God about it. Used my own common sense thinking I had it made and bought something that wasn't worth a quarter. But God, he said, I will rebuke the devourer and I won't let you, I won't let you waste it on untimely stuff. Sometimes we meet people at the wrong time. You ain't ready for them, and they ain't ready for you. All you have is a mess on your hands. Every day it gets worse and worse and worse. He said, if you trust in me, I'll make sure that whatever you have, I'll put it in a timely manner. That's the promise to us. He says, and what's so good about it, all nations will call you blessed. And guess why? You ain't got to brag about nobody and tell nobody you pay your tithes, because they can know how you talk, know how you live, know how you drive. It just speaks for itself. But when you steal it from God, it speaks for itself. Your car always broke down. You got to spend money on this and spend money on that. And you're crying because this happened and crying because that happened. And you're just totally disgusted by about to lose your dadgum mind. But when you do what you're supposed to do for God, guess what? The only time you worry is when you want to worry. Because he always works things out. Now I got to figure out how to close. Because generally when you tell people the truth, you ain't got no way out. Generally when you tell them the real truth, they mad with you. I have very few counseling sessions because you can't make people happy. You just on her side. Well, Negro, you're wrong. If you're wrong, you're just wrong. Well, you're a man, you're a male show this. You're on his side. Well, baby, if you spend all your money at the mall, he's supposed to say something. What you think? A bank couldn't take care of you. That's why I have very few of them. Because people think you're taking sides. Because they don't want to hear what the word says. They don't want to hear the truth. And people don't want you to tell them when you're miserable, you're miserable. Put on a happy face. You'll be all right. No, I'm catching hell, I ain't all right. Can I just be for real for a minute? I mean, hell is real. And I found out hell is all hell is after you die. Some hell is while you're living. But if you go through it with God, he'll make things all right for you. You'll be able to endure what you're enduring if you go through it with him. That's why Paul is saying in the book of 1 Corinthians, he says, God's grace is sufficient for me. He's already already tried to mess up things. I know how to make a mess up. I know how to mess up. He said, God's grace is sufficient for me. He said, I even persecuted God's church, but guess what? God didn't throw me away. Make sure, baby, if you join 15 churches next year, make sure you never leave God. Because if you join enough of them, you're going to figure out all people are the same no matter where you go. Churches are built on relationships. Nobody won't go to a church where they ain't known. Nobody know them unless you're running from something. if you're running from being hurt, then you won't go to church where and nobody know you. I came here because I was running from hurt. I was running from hurt. I wanted to just come to church, Brother Don, pay my tithes, and take my black behind home. I don't want nobody messing with me. I ain't want to join nothing. I am told Stanley and Reverend Lee, I don't want nothing. I don't even want to preach. All I want to do is come here, pay my tithe, and let me go home. That's all I want to do. But God had a different story. Some of you came in with the mind of doing nothing. Because you already done enough. Been there, done that, got a t-shirt, don't want to do no more. But God had a different story for you. He had a promotion for you that you could not get around. And he said, my grace, and I'm done, is sufficient for you. He said, well, what is grace? He said, it's unmerited favor. You didn't work for it. You don't deserve it. I'm going to give it to you because I love you. You ain't kept all my commandments well. But I'm still going to give it to you because I love you. I said something yesterday and Sister Lord, I'm home going that I didn't think nobody heard me, but everybody heard me. Once God has you, there ain't nothing you can do to stop him from loving you. You can stop loving yourself, but you can't stop God from loving you. You can't stop God from and you can't stop God from blessing you. And you ain't got to hide what God do for you to please folks. They're showing off. No, they ain't showing off. I'm just blessed, that's all. If I got TV in every room and the bathroom too, don't get mad with me. I'm just blessed. Don't get mad. If I got 5 cars, you tell me, well, he got 5 cars. He can't drive but one. Don't worry about that. I'm just blessed. You mad because I'm in Europe, I'm in England, I'm flying, I'm cruising. Don't get mad at me. I'm just blessed. If you want to know what I'm doing, do what I do. Do what I do, and you can have what I have. But you're not willing to do what I do because I put God first. I put God first. I tell anybody. I tell anybody, and I'm not ashamed, I'm not bragging. I drive a Nissan Maxima because I want to. Not because I have to. I just want to. Yeah, I already had a Cadillac, Lincoln, Range Rover, Lexus. I had all them. I drive because I want to. I don't have to. I don't have. Child, Pastor, you drive beneath your. Yeah, I am. Because I want to. I want to spend my money on 7 episodes of car note. I like watermelons and grapes and I like being able to give money away, make people happy. But if I'm paying a $1,300 car note, what can I do? I done paid them before. I have. But I paid them because I paid God. And his grace is sufficient. Let me tell you something, and I hope you don't get mad with me. I hope you don't get mad with me, but I saw God work. I saw God work. I saw God bring Brother Gaston from selling insurance over on 59 and Aldine Mill. I think it's Aldine Mill Road. I think it's Rodney D. Young. Selling insurance. He said, Pastor, I can do business. I said, you sure can, D? He said, but I don't know. I said, don't be scared, man. Don't be scared. If you trust God, God will do the rest. He went from selling insurance to owning his own insurance company. All because he trusted God. I know he doesn't mind me saying it, but he pays his tithes. Hello. You get things when you pay your tithes. I'm not putting him on the spot. I'm not putting him on the spot. But God moved him from a two-story house over in City Gas to a two-story mansion. I call it mansion because guess what? I'm proud every time I go in and sit down. I say, this is my house. And guess what? When you got it and God gave it to you, you make everybody feel welcome to it. Because you know it's not on your own. Yes, he got us this. God knows how to bless you where you look like you're still on top of the world. I watch him ride around his motorized wheelchair. I said, go on, Dick. Right, got a ramp come out of his car. I've never seen that before. Nah. He ride on the ramp and ride right around the position where he's supposed to be at. Thank you, Brandon. But I see God work. I just picked him out. I'll pick you out next time. I hope you don't get mad with me. I hope you don't get upset with me. But people need to know the benefit of doing what you're supposed to do for God. If I don't teach it, you never will know it. If I just run over it, and you got to be intentional about what you do for God. Don't do it by accident. Thank you. Be intentional. Be intentional. But I'm not going to let you stop me. No. You mad at me? I'm going to still pay my tithes. I'm paying them to God. And I make sure I'm intentional about what I do. So I told myself the same lie too. But I can't afford not to. I just can't. Because I throw too much money away not to pay my tithes. Because here for you and for me. And I thank God for all of you to understand the significance in doing what you're supposed to do for God. It's not for me. I ain't giving no preacher all my money. I ain't giving no church all my money. I'm giving my money to God. And that's the avenue that God had me to give it to him through. And I'm doing that. And I admonish you. Think about what you're doing. If you're living less than where you want to live, try doing something different. Try doing something different. And stop making excuses about why you can't do what you do. There ain't no excuse. There's no excuse. I was too sad today. I look in the back and see Sister Lord had just buried her son yesterday. She said, Pastor, I'll see you at church tomorrow. I thought in my mind, I said, well, if she feel like it, she's right there. The lady sitting right beside her, she told me, Pastor, you'll see me. I said, yes, ma'am. And she came right along with her. You can do whatever you want to do if you want to do it. You can do if you want to do. If you don't want to do, then you won't do. I want to have prayer. I want to pray with you. And I want to pray for you. And then we're going to have our offering. Open doors of the church. In case somebody want to join. And then we want to, after that, we're going to go home and feast and take it easy. God, we come today in the low and honest manner we know how. We come giving you glory and praise for all that you've done. God, you've been faithful to us. Even when we have not been faithful to you. You blessed us even when we persecuted you. We have left you at the expense of blaming somebody else. But you never have left us. You never have forsaken us. In sickness and in health, you've been there for us. And God, we tell you thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You didn't allow nothing that none of the angels done to deter you from blessing us. You didn't get angry with nothing that happened in heaven to affect what you do for us on earth. And God, we tell you thank you. Thank you. Thank you. There are those who are under my voice today. Those who listen online, we pray that you would bless them right where they are. They know what they're doing. They know how they're living. They know what they're doing for you and serving a true and living God. And we thank you right now for allowing us. Even in our messed up mind, you are good. Even in our disobedience, you are still good. And God, we tell you thank you.
Thank you.
We thank you for all that you have done. All you're doing right now. Drive and halfway see and God, those that haven't caught on yet, wake them up, check them up, let them know things could be a whole lot. In Jesus' name we pray. In Jesus' name we pray. We say amen, amen, and amen. Get your offering envelopes ready. If you need one, raise your hand when someone would be glad to get you one. It's something else. At the same time the man put it in. It wasn't about no air conditioning. It was about what I want God to do for you. Tired you struggling and get your mind all messed up. Because we're going somewhere. At this, our next goal is to get our place. Our next goal is to get a ministry together that helps those who need psychological help. You think everybody that speaks to you with a smile on their face is okay mentally. But people need to be able to talk this stuff out. And we not to broadcast it, but to talk it out. Because you just need somebody to listen to you. And guess what? We are going to start that in a very, very, very near future. We're going somewhere. We ain't going backwards. We're going forward. We're going forward. Yes. The seat that's beside you that might be empty today, it's not going to stay empty. So don't leave your seat because it might get full too. Hello. Because God promised. He promised. And I believe what he promised. Hope we got our envelope ready. Let's do our confession over our offering. And then we'll bring our offering to the altar. After we bring our offering to the altar, then we'll open the doors of the church. Somebody might want to join, or you never know. Are you ready to repeat after me? If you don't mind standing all over the building, stand in the way. I'll repeat after me. Father, in the name of Jesus,
Father, in the name of Jesus,
I believe you have a financial plan for me,
you have a financial plan for me,
which is called tithes and offerings.
which is called tithes and offerings.
I set my heart
I've set my heart
and my finances
and my finances
to tap into
to tap into
your financial plan for me.
your financial plan for
I will not be robbed
I will not be robbed
by Satan.
by Satan.
I am paying my tithes
Paying my tithes
and giving an offering.
and giving an offering.
Raised up somebody
You have raised up somebody
somewhere,
to help me
be abundantly blessed.
in financial faith.
And your financial, put it in the offering, put it on the counter.
I'm seeking out to you, no matter what, no matter